For context, there's a Reddit Ask Me Anything happening right now on r/s competitive Overwatch involving all of the developers and all of the, well, by all I mean just these three. Alec, the lead gameplay designer, replied to a question here. What's the overall design goals / pillars for perks? For some, hero perks seem to be covering weaknesses they may have, far as drift thrusters or Reaper's Dire triggers, and some perks just seem odd or unfitting for the hero. Sombra's White Hat or Moira's Contamination, right? And the response, perks are mainly about creating new things for your heroes to do, increasing situational viability and giving you more agency over your in-match experience, for that goal of increasing the amount of situations in which a hero can be viable. For perks like Sombra's White Hat, that is fulfilling a particular hero fantasy that many players wanted us to lean into, and we think that's an interesting opportunity for the perks system creates. Over time, we'll see how players respond to some of those more off-the-wall ones. Oh no. I'm a little bit nervous about them saying that it's fulfilling a particular hero fantasy that many players wanted us to lean into. With the perks existence, and I think it's a very neat, interesting concept, but them leaning into it? Please don't. Please don't make that the way that it's gonna happen from now on. The White Hat perk is like primarily wanted by everyone that does not play Sombra. Everyone that does play Sombra sees it as a neat gimmick, but if it's anything more than that, it is going to decrease the amount of Sombra players. Little bit of a nerve-wracking response, but I'm okay with White Hat's existence as long as the alternative is better. I just don't want this to be the default perk. It's interesting. But wait, there's more! So, Super Sniv Matt asked, howdy, wanted to ask how the team decides when to strictly buff an ability versus when to give it a drawback. Stuff like Sombra's lockout duration increasing, but decreasing her hack range by 30%, and Mercy's flash heal by being tied to res, where using flash heal means you can't res for 15 seconds. So that's more examples there. When first ideating on perks, the team included more perks that had a strong benefit but a drawback. It was found that in some situations it could feel worse to play a perk even if the benefit was strong. This can be currently seen with Sombra's major stack overflow. We wanted to give players an option to be able to increase the lockout duration to secure more kills, but reduce the range to make it riskier. We've received a lot of feedback that this perk doesn't feel good to use or play against, so we're planning on making a balance change to help and potentially replace it in the future. Chat! We might be back. If they don't touch the heal perk and they just buff stack overflow, we might be back. So we're planning on making a balance change to help and potentially replace it in the future. We're so back. We're so back. Translocator, stealth refund, please. We want to avoid situations like these in the future, and in the instance we do have a perk that has a drawback, we want to ensure that the other perk option doesn't also have a drawback, so there's always a beneficial option. Both perks kinda dookie in their own way, but that would be fine if there was one okay answer at all times, you know? They know the problem, they're gonna fix it. We're so back.